as you guys know a man. He's kind of popular. Guys, heard of a man named SmashJT? The man, the myth, some may call him legend. We actually have an update today. Because, look, I don't think he's going to talk about his stream. He has not talked about it to me. He does not talk about his lawyer stuff with me, okay? Sometimes he'll just be like, oh, no, the process is this. Like, he'll explain what, like, a process they're going through. That's about it. I usually don't know shit anymore. Like, back in the day, we were eating good. We were getting lawyer updates, like, every 2 weeks. It was fantastic, but her lawyers are fucking nuts. Or good at their jobs, I'm not sure. But anyway, we have a lawsuit update. SmashJT over here on X. The stuff of nightmares. Alyssa Mercante's attempt to pursue her lawsuit against me in New York is coming to an end. The case is leaving New York and is now expected to move to federal court in San Diego, California, my home district. From the very beginning, I challenged New York as the proper place for this case. And I have never wavered in my position that I did nothing unlawful. This has been extremely trying and financially pressing on me and my family throughout the entire ordeal. Unfortunately, the battle isn't over. Her lawyers have stated they intend to pursue me with this garbage case in California, where I will continue vigorously defending myself and fighting these claims. This fight has already been incredibly time-consuming and expensive, and it is not finished yet. Oh, God, I wish it was finished. This is probably going to be in court for like 2 more years. If you would like to help me continue fighting back, please consider donating to my Gifts and Go. I appreciate every single person who has supported me through this. Thank you. And, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and put that. We'll put that little link over in the chat there. Yeah. We'll put that link in the chat. So, in response to this, and a few people quote tweeting, quite a few $100 have been raised today because of it. So that has been awesome. And we're going to look at a few quote tweets. Now, I'm going to address this right now. I'm going to be making a video on this. I wasn't intending to make another Alyssa Mercante video, but this is kind of a adjacent Alyssa Mercante video. She is going to be mentioned. I know that's what she wants. She craves for attention. Just like she talked about in her article about dressing up as Lady Gaga and being Instagram famous for 15 minutes and how she absolutely loved it. But we'll try to avoid that as much as possible. We got 8-Bit Eric coming in. Said, this is the double standard that bothers me. Alyssa Mercante can take public shots at people over and over and somehow never seems too worried about whether her audience piles on them afterward. But when people clap back, suddenly it's harassment, and everyone else is responsible for what strangers say. I will address that in a moment. You can't have it both ways. Smash challenged New York as the venue. The case is now expected to move to California, and he's still pending real money defending himself. If you want to jump into the culture war, people are going to respond. Support Smash if you can. Now, earlier this morning, I believe, there was... It's really funny because she thinks that we look at her blue sky all day. We don't. People just send us shit. It's hilarious. And we usually don't respond. But it's been a week. So apparently someone, and I'm not going to show the horrible messages that they said, and I do not condone people sending death threats, adult threats. There was some pretty disgusting stuff. Now, I do not know if those are real. I did end up asking someone who still has a Blue Sky account to look it up for me because I got banned, ironically, for reporting their own users publicly, and they didn't like that. And and I saw them, and they were very disgusting. They're nothing that and to my knowledge, I highly doubt Smash would ever say, or any people that I or he are associated with. And she wrote this post, and it said something along the lines of, every time he makes content about me, I'm like, bitch, he hasn't made content about you in months. And the last time he made content about you, technically, was when he was talking about the lawsuit. He didn't even mention your name. He had Marty O'Donnell on, who asked about it, and they only talked about it for 5 minutes. Get over yourself. The only YouTube video that has been posted in the last few months has been mine from the other day. You silly. Wait, what does she say? Oh, she lives serving cunt. Anyway, I am not responsible for that. Smash isn't responsible for that. And by the way, I'm not speaking on behalf of Smash. Many people who, for some reason, you blame are not responsible for that. There are morons on the internet. And here's the thing. She blames SmashJT. She blames other content creators. Now, I want to put this back on Alyssa. So if she's going to associate some rando crazy person that sends her hate that people shouldn't do, that's not even hate. It was disgusting filth what I saw. Then should I blame you every single time one of your cohorts come into my stream and dox my address in the chat? Should I start blaming you, Alyssa? Or when your ducky friend keeps saying my real name on fucking X? What do you think, Alyssa? Eric's pointing out these double standards. If you're gonna do that to us, can I do that to you? Should I file a lawsuit? Like, what the fuck? No, I'm not filing a lawsuit. I'm just making a point. Anyway, moving on. Now, Grums actually came in on this. And I'm not going to... Well, actually, I'll read the very beginning of it. Hey, folks, this is one of the most important legal battles on censorship and wokeness. It absolutely is. They want to stop people talking about reporters who push political agendas and wrap it in objective journalism. They want to say whatever they want about you, call you racist, call you worse, but if you ever push back, they want to silence you. No, they want to, they want to silence you. These people want to take down our channels. They want to take down our videos. They want to take down livelihoods because we said some mean words. They want to do stochastic terrorism and claim that, which is bullshit. Now they're trying to get in California. Please help Smash this legally, And this is the important part. I almost never do this, but I'm tagging Elon Musk into this because it affects X. It really does. Precedent in this case would be a disaster for free discourse on this platform. Now, if you guys do not understand, now one of the things that are in the lawsuit is that she claims stochastic terrorism, which is funny because you could say the same thing about her. Technically, you could say the same thing about Hassan Piker. Essentially, oh, I say something online, and even though I don't specifically say it, for some reason, apparently, you guys read my mind and do my bidding. That's essentially what stochastic terrorism is. And she's trying to claim that Smash has magical powers, essentially. That's all that means. Thank you for the follow on Kick Spellbinder. But yeah, this would be a big deal if Elon Musk got in on this. Not even doesn't even have to donate if he just shared it, because this case is crazy. It is absolutely insane. Moving on, we got Jay Viper. He's showing his support. I'm gonna kind of. Oh, I'll just skip to the. You know what? Well, okay. Okay, we'll read from the beginning. Since Smash's fight has moved to California after this was lost, this case can no longer move forward in New York. Since she's not paying for a lawyer, she is free to attack, berate, and attempt to besmirch SmashJT at every step. No, she is, as far as we could tell, not paying for a lawyer. She is getting all of her legal stuff for free, while Smash has to e-beg. And we will get to some of that criticism later. She and her lawyers absolutely knew that New York was out of the jurisdiction. They spun wheels for 2 years just to waste money. They saw the Gibson go and just watched time, knowing their strategy wasn't going to win in New York courtroom. Meanwhile, she spreads lies to this day. She plays victim card constantly while hurling insult expletives and baiting anyone who will bite. Then she claims she's the victim. This whole episode has been her refusing accountability for her own words. And by the way, she's coping over on Blue Sky, and it's fucking hilarious. Like calling people newborns and how she's scamming us. I'm like, what? Okay, whatever. She even lied in court documents about not deleting tweets. She absolutely did do that. In court documents, she said she did not delete tweets. And then Ron Coleman's like, so here's these deleted tweets. Then she used those same court documents to dox and harass people who had nothing to do with anything while painting everyone involved as a monster. Smash has nothing to do with this, dude. Because let's face the reality here for a second. If she really wanted to go for the golden goose, she would have gone for Asmongold. Because if you want to go numbers and how many videos someone made, in the YouTube creator space world, it's how far you reach. Asmongold has millions of subscribers and millions of people watch the videos about her. And the thing is, it's still not her fault. Alyssa Mercante is her own worst enemy. It is not anyone's fault for the dumb shit that she says. It is only hers. J Viper continues. Well, she can F off. Now this moves to Callie. Let's keep supporting Smash. When she finally loses, at least that'll be I cannot read today, some form of accountability. Although she'll just blame someone else anyways. So if you guys haven't heard, she actually has a book deal, and apparently it's about the gaming space and potentially Gamergate. This is kind of a little theory that I've had for a while. Because if she has a book deal about Gamergate and her whole trial experience with SmashJT, because if she settles, then you never know who technically won or if things were actually decided. As far as I know, SmashJT is going to take it as far as he can go. He's ready to take it all the way. That's what he has expressed openly to the public. So I'm not, saying anything private, though he hasn't been talking about the case to me anyways. What was I about to say? And the thing is, at the end of the day, she has fucking nothing. She has ChatGPT stuff. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. And Sonia, Hypnotics mod and friend of the channel, Sonia Lissette. Honestly, I've never said this out loud before, but fuck her. This whole thing is so fucking ridiculous. I stand with you, SmashJT, and I really do appreciate that. From Tokyo's Daughter. Do I follow them? Yes, I do. Good. This is how someone looks when the woke mind virus has destroyed critical thinking and blurred vision to what woke ideology dictates. Pierce nose Melanie Macquarie. Unbathed. Messy hair. Protect yourself from the disease. And this was actually an interesting quote tweet here. I've never heard of this guy. Gamer Breadland Advocates. And this is what he says. You don't have to care for Smash's style of show to see that this is an overreach. Citizen journalism, and maybe more importantly, comedy, should not be subject to others' preferences. Public figures, especially ones who have made prominent lambasts of the gaming community, deserve to be exposed to some scrutiny and provided some pushback. Smash did, and he got sued for it. That's where we draw the line. So you may send him something to put this case away so the community can really focus on those issues of concern to all of us. Once again, we renew our call for Miss Mercante to drop the suit. And those are all the positive ones, but I had a negative one I wanted to sue for a moment. No idea who the fuck this is. There's 2 others that I skipped. Yes, McDizzle, you were one of them. Eat shit. This has been extremely trying and financially pressing on me and my family throughout the ordeal. He is quoting SmashJT. You've enjoyed family outings and 2 holidays that we know of. Pressing isn't a word you should be using. This is sympathy bait for more holiday. Dude, he may not talk to me about the lawsuit anymore. The Gifts and Go Fund is completely separate. That does not touch any personal or bills or all it goes to is Ron Coleman. In fact, the other day, he paid Ron Coleman. And it wasn't a little. It wasn't a little. But anyway, this guy continues. Oh, and by the way, his wife fucking works. She's a cancer nurse. So he has his YouTube income. There's his wife's income. Separate from the lawsuit fund. It's like you can divide accounts and budget in certain ways. Yeah. Anyway, he goes down here to say, the changing of jurisdiction doesn't change the scope of the lawsuit or the defamation accusations. Okay. California has the same statutes as New York. That is why they aren't fighting it anymore. They believe they have enough to give it up. Well, Mark, I don't really think you're that smart. And you're not smarter than AI. Now, Grok has an opinion. And it slightly agrees with you. Transferring the case does not automatically rewrite the claims. The core accusations, primarily defamation, travel with the case unless the plaintiff amends the complaint. A venue change is not a ruling on the merits. Both sides can still litigate the same alleged statements. SmashJT has maintained from the start that his statements were not unlawful and that New York was the wrong forum. And plaintiff side, what he gets wrong. California does not have the same statutes as New York. One of the Mercante claims, and I mentioned this earlier, oh no, not this part, is under New York civil rights. California has laws. I cannot talk today, but distinct laws. The Ralph Civil Rights Act, covering violence or threats of violence based on protected characteristics, and the Bain Act, covering interference with rights by threat, intimidation, or coercion. They overlap in purpose, but are not identical in elements, remedies, or how courts apply them to online speech. Defamation itself is mostly common law in both states. There are differences in details, privileges, and especially anti-SLAPP procedures. California's anti-SLAPP statute is widely viewed as stronger and more defendant-friendly for public interest speech cases than New York's version. So there's a reason to be excited for this. Now, look, it's not a slam dunk. There still has to be transfers. Lawyers have to be updated. There needs to be a new judge. All that shit. It's not technically starting over, but it's in its own way starting all over. Now, I did ask Grok, who is more likely to win in California? Tarzia is still the favorite on the core defamation claim. Venue change helps him on logistics and procedure. It does not automatically kill the case, and it does not make Mercante the favorite. Why Tarzia is still ahead on speech claims. The main alleged prostitution sex work for money statements collide with Mercante's own public posts using similar language. That is a classic truth, substantial truth, libel proof problem. California defamation law still requires a false statement of fact. Do you see this? Because you see all these fucking orbiters of hers online being like, it's not the official definition of prostitution. But colloquially, it has been used as such. Classic truth? Substantial truth? Yeah. If I talk to any of you, or if I talked to your grandpa or grandma, or your mom and dad, and I said, hey, would you consider a digital stripper, a cam girl, the equivalent of a prostitute? They would probably say yes, and they wouldn't look up the definition for it. Am I saying that that is the case right now? I don't know. That is up to California. And moving on. And the bottom line. Oh, and Mercantes, who gives a shit? Practical bottom line. Mark, apparently you were right that the accusations don't vanish. Duh. Just because the courthouse changes, he was wrong that California has the same statutes. So here's, to the best of my ability, I'm going to explain to you kind of the difference. So California has stronger anti-slap laws, just in general. But the big one is that you can file that motion at the very beginning, and it's essentially in California, it's taken precedent. So, like, it goes first. The idea is, hey, let's not waste the court's time for dumb shit. And that's what will hopefully happen. And if that happens, and when that happens, I will be a happy boy. Oh, actually, there's also another thing. I'm not going to pull it up and stuff like that. I didn't know that the third addendum came out. So a third addendum was written the other day. Oh, not the other day. I think it was like last month. I forget. But I didn't know about it till today. Like, I could see why. So I looked into it. They removed all 12 pages of all the slander that was about me. You want to know what they kept in? I have one line now in the lawsuit, in the addendum. I've gone from, I've been downgraded, guys. I have been downgraded. And the line is, SmashJT lies to his audience. He knew the identity to nobody has spoken. Do you see how they twist the fucking words? Like, yeah, there's plenty of people online that want to keep their anonymity. I'm pretty sure Alyssa Mercante keeps secret a lot of people who are just avatars on Twitch or avatars on Blue Cry or whatever. Like, the twist in fucking the situation is so hilarious to me because it's so disingenuous. Because guess what? The audience didn't fucking care at all. In fact, we kind of found out later that they kind of were thinking that that was the case. So essentially, I was put in 12 fucking pages of this goddamn lawsuit. My name said 7. Oh, by the way, Mr. Green, you spelled my name wrong, you Sorry, had to get that one out of me. My name 77 fucking times for no goddamn reason. They went through Discords, they went through DMs, it's like that they could have just watched my video and believed me, but no. No. They had to be fucking goddamn assholes about it. Okay. Oh, God. Hey, thank you for watching this clip from my live stream. Please comment below, like, and subscribe. And be sure to subscribe to my main channel, where I do all these live streams and have my independent videos where I do deep dives. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, you are somebody, I am nobody, and I hope you have a fantastic day.